Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome to today's stream. Sorry about not being alive for the past few days. I decided to take a small break. I was not 100%, um, I was not 100% in the mood for streaming, so I just didn't bother streaming. So I do apologize for that. Let me go ahead and continue the game here. We are going to be basically finishing up the Collectopedia today. That's all we're going to be doing for today's stream. So if you're sticking around for that, I appreciate it. If not, then well, I hope you enjoyed me playing Xenoblade Chronicles for the Nintendo Switch. I will probably do one more kind of full-on retrospective of the game at some point. I'll probably record that later today. And post that at some point. So look forward to that. I haven't done absolutely everything in the game, but after thinking about it for quite a long time, there isn't a whole lot of stuff that I could really be doing right now. Like for, like in terms of like the classes, like I've gotten pretty much every class upgraded here. It does take pretty much the entire game to rank them up to max, just depending on what you're doing. So I'm not super upset about that. It's just some stuff that, you know, shit happens. I'm not really too torn up about that. I obviously haven't maxed everything out. Just again, that just takes a long time, and I don't really just want to spend the time constantly doing that. Mostly just because it's kind of ridiculous to do that. But anyway, we are gonna go ahead and finish out the Collectopedia today. And then we will be but yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do. As for, you know, future endeavors for this channel, I will go back to Splatoon and just stream that for the time being. I'm probably going to slow down on streams every few days just because while I have been streaming fairly consistently for quite a number of days, after a while, you know, it's just not something that I can permanently keep up with how often or how much I have been streaming. I have been proud of myself for being able to stream pretty much almost every day for the majority of this month, but I really kind of put that I really should put that on the back burner. I want to start creating videos again, just general video game talk. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do in terms of streaming this, streaming channels. But for right now, we're just going to move on. I do kind of want to, I'm probably just going to create some style of rant videos about games that I play eventually, just because I want something that has minimal editing involved with it, and it'll probably just be something like that. And maybe that'll appeal to some people around there, but regardless, we are going to go ahead and finish up the Collectopedia. Now, if we go ahead and go into the Collectopedia here, as you can see, we just have to finish Primordia, Oblivia, and Sylvalum, and we only have like 2 or 3 things per category that we're missing, and I just have to look those up. Excuse me. We're going to go ahead and start off with the natural artifacts here, since both of them are in Primordia. We'll be able to finish that up fairly quickly. Let me go ahead and pull up the guide that I've been using. Let's see. Collectopedia guide. Go here. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the natural artifacts here. All fauna, all insects, Oh, excuse me. All right, natural artifacts. Now, only missing 2 here. We are missing the Arnesian Orewood in Nebbiano Lake and Westgate Plains, and the Auroran Bone in the Ardent Bridge and the Cave. So we'll go ahead and begin in those areas. And yeah, we'll just kind of have a chat, kind of discuss again what the future of the channel will be, so on and so forth. So basically, I think what I just want to do is, I think I'll just stream what I want when I want. I think that's going to be the best. Let's see, where is Celica? There she is. And yeah, so the reason I haven't really posted any videos in the past few months is mostly because I wanted to focus on Xenoblade Chronicles and streaming it. But another major reason is I am kind of losing topics that I would want to stream for Splatoon specifically. A lot of it is just going to be like general advice, which is something that I don't mind posting. It's just that general advice sometimes doesn't really go a long way in terms of the game, which does kind of suck, but it is what it is. So I think at some point I'll also do like a weekly compilation. We'll probably start with Splatoon and then move on from there. I want something very quick and easy to edit. Just because that is going to be the best way to kind of get, is probably the best way to kind of do stuff, at least for me. But yeah, it's just something that I can pick up pretty easily without having to worry too much about like viewership or anything. Oh, perfect. I just feel like that's going to be the best way to handle it. I'm not entirely sure what that means again for like channel wise, but all right, up next we're gonna get the Auroran Bones in the Ardent Bridge and Caves. I'll probably take a few days to not stream it again. I do still have the puppy that I'm watching, and she very much needs attention pretty much 24/7, unfortunately. So it's just not something that I can like keep up with, and I'm still trying to find a job and all this fun stuff. That's the main reason why I haven't really been streaming, is because like so much stuff is happening, and I'm just trying to get it all resolved. It's kind of irritating mostly. A lot of it is just simply like lack of job, honestly. And while streaming has given me something to do, I have been kind of entering like not like a depression phase. I don't want to really call it depression, but just like a lack of wanting to do stuff. And that is primarily because like I'm doing as much as I can to try to get just try to get even a decent paying job, even for like a few months. But like everywhere I have applied so far has not been accommodating, or they just haven't I just haven't had an opportunity. Like, for example, I have had one company reach out to me for a position. However, I was in the middle of an interview at the time, and they did not give me any type of reason, or they didn't give me any time to like conclude the interview. And I thought I would be getting the job anyway, so I said, well, if you're not going to give me the time, then I'm not going to. I'd rather not. It's just like not that's not fair. Like, it wasn't even like a, okay, well, if you decide to change your mind or anything, just reach out, or like, oh, well, I do understand that, let's I'll allow you like a specified amount of time, and if you don't hear back from them, then you can contact us. Like, no, it was just straight up, okay, well, you have to reach me by tomorrow morning or they're gonna move on. So it's like, oh, okay. So, and by the time I got that, I was out of state, and like luckily I was able to get their email, because obviously I had my phone on me. But like, imagine if I just didn't have access to my email at the time, and they're like, well, you have less than 24 hours. How they gave me less than 12 hours. They gave me like literally 7 or 8 hours, and I haven't even like heard back, or I haven't even like concluded the interview with the other group yet. And I was so upset about that. I just was like, well, if you're not gonna give me the time that I need to like make this decision, because it's an important decision, obviously, then I'm not gonna want to work for you. Of course, I did reach back out to them now and be like, hey, do you still have any positions open? Because obviously the job that I wanted to get fell through, even though it boggles my mind too, because the interview that I was going for, it's like the interview went well, they had to delay it, so it was like wasn't really my fault. Like, they had to delay it till the next day, and I had a friend advocate for me within the company, and I really thought I was going to be able to get this job, but they're like, oh, well, we decided to go for someone else. And I'm like, but why? I just didn't understand, and I didn't get any feedback or anything. It literally was just like, we decided to not go with you. And even my friend was like, oh, so did you get the job? And I was like, no. And then she was like, oh, well, maybe you should try again. And so I did try again. Let's go to the Beast Slayer. But I did try again. I applied for a different job, or within the same company, but they were still like, no, we don't want you. And I'm like, okay, but why though? It's like, I have a friend who is advocating for me. I have the experience to do this job. It was an entry-level position. It just, like, the only thing, and I just don't understand what was, like, why they rejected me. And obviously, like, it was an automated message, so obviously I couldn't, like, just ask, like, oh, well, is there, like, a reason or something that I've been rejected? I would like to know, so I can, like, learn. But they didn't, like, they genuinely didn't really give me the time of day to even bother with that. I don't think there's any. Yeah, I don't see any. Oops, no, I need to exit. But yeah, it's like, it's just silly. I was kind of upset with them because, like, they really didn't give me a chance. Like, in here, I thought that, like, I was convinced that the interview did super well, but apparently to them, I just wasn't qualified, and I don't understand why. It was literally an entry-level position. It was literally on-the-job training, and I asked so many different questions that I thought were, like, good, important to know for the job, stuff like that. But apparently that just wasn't enough, and I'm just like, well, okay, I guess that's fair, but like, just the fact that I feel like they didn't even really give me a chance, or they just didn't really. This is a small ass cave. What's with all the caves being small, dude? But like, just the fact that they rejected me, even though I had like a good reputation, a good point of contact in the company. Like, the only thing that I haven't had is like a contact, because I don't have my previous manager's number. But like, and then, you know, it's like, okay, well, guess I have to file for unemployment, which I did, and I'm not there. Obviously unemployment's fucking, like, it's government shit, so you have to deal with like what the government says. And I haven't received any notification on if I have been approved or not. Like, I haven't been notified at all, which is kind of irritating, because I've been working on trying to get this for like 3 weeks, and it wasn't even my first choice. It was literally my last resort, and they're treating it like I immediately applied to my first option. Even like my previous HR manager, or my previous HR employee, like, she knows my mom, and they obviously talk from time to time. Luckily, my previous head of management got fired, which I'm very grateful for, because he was bringing that company down, but they just did not bother to see that until February, I guess. And then she was like, well, I'm surprised it took him so long to file for unemployment. I literally told my mom to tell her, I was like, well, I genuinely thought I would be getting a job by then. I thought I would be getting a job by like February, maybe like March at the latest, but I've applied everywhere, and nobody has been accommodating or accepting, or even like, hey, we like saw your application and we were interested in an interview, blah blah blah. I've maybe gotten like 3 interviews over the past 6 months or so, January, February, March, April, 5 months. I've got, out of the past 5 months, and out of, I believe, 50 applications about now, I've gotten absolutely 0 consideration. I've gotten 2-3 interviews, and one of them was, okay, well, yeah, we'll give you a job, but that's, 4 months later with 0 communication between. I even told them, I was like, hey, do you have anything for me? And they're like, no, not at this time. And I'm like, okay, well, that's fair. But then it's like 4 months later, and then you're gonna give me a job. Like, come on. That, like, don't you see how that's a little bit BS? And then you give me less than 24 hours to figure out if I even want that job when I'm in the middle of deciding something. Like, don't you think that's a little bit rude to consider? And they didn't even give me any additional benefits or anything. It was just like literally base pay. They didn't even try to contest. Like, they didn't even try to contest. They weren't even like, oh yeah, we'll wait for the offer, and then if you'll get back to us, and we'll see what we can do. No, they didn't even do any of that. They're just like, base pay, base salary, hourly, you want it or not? And I was like, well, no, if you're not gonna give me the time of day, then there's no way I would want to give you the time of day. That kind of situation. I was so mad at them. And then, like, I have applied for, like, big box companies, I've applied for small companies. Literally the only thing I haven't done as of right now is apply for, like, retail, which I'm heavily considering at this point, just because I'm running out of options. God, corporate America just sucks ass. And I got really depressed because there's these figures that I pre-ordered last year, and I just can't afford them now with the 0 income that I'm making, and they're basically like once in a lifetime. Obviously, once this opportunity goes away, it's gonna cost like $300 to get them, Xenoblade figures, and I'm just like, it's, and like I don't even know if they're gonna be doing a reprint or a rerun of them. I don't even know. Like it's just it bothers me. Like I wanted to do it so bad, but they just I didn't want to buy it so bad, but it's like $200, and I'm just like I'm not. There's no way I could afford that right now. Unless if the unemployment wants to go through and gives me like $1,000 or even $600 so I can buy it, then that would be great. Luckily, the people who I pre-ordered it with are cool. I just won't get the deposit back, but that just means I lost out on $125. Because of course I did. No, that's not it. Because I need a bone. Yeah, like I've been working so hard to just try to even get a job, even a part-time job. I've looked at getting part-time jobs as well, because then I can get paid at least something amount. But like literally, even these part-time jobs where you need no experience is just like not giving me the time of day, which I'm just not. I'm very upset with. And it's always like, oh, why don't these people want to work? Why are people like, well, it's not that it's like, I've seen dozens of stories where people are like, yeah, I've submitted 100 applications and I haven't even, not saying Acorn applicants, it's like, oh, I've submitted a dozen applications, but I haven't heard anything. It's like, don't you think that's a little bit suspicious? And most people are like, even most people are like, oh, well, they're just collecting your data so that they can, like, sell that shit. And I'm like, yeah, of course. Because it's all about fucking data, dude. It's like shit like all of this shit is, like, it pissed me off to the point where I just did not want to do like anything for a few days, so I didn't. I literally just sat down with the puppy and just hung out.
Come on,
because
you and me.
I don't think there would be anything over here. I literally just was like downstairs just hanging out with the puppy because like I legitimately just didn't want to do anything. Like it's probably a borderline depressive kind of feeling that I'm experiencing, but I don't fucking know, dude. Like looking for a job is mad annoying, and it's just like it should not be this hard in today's world to find a job that can pay a decent amount of money. I don't even need like a livable amount of money because my expenses are not that big. Like my expenses that I need to pay for are my own groceries, my bills, and that's like literally it. Or not my student loans, and that's literally it. Those are the only two things that I need to pay for. And I can't, and it's stressing me out, and it's stressing my family out because I don't have a job. And I love my dad, but he's like, oh well, oh there's a kid here, I didn't even notice. He's like, oh well, it's always the thing where you can come up with me because he lives in a different state and work for me. And I'm like, while I appreciate that, I don't want to uproot my entire life and move somewhere just because I don't have a job, and you'd be also paying a minimum wage. Like it's not fair, basically. I don't think it's very fair to do that to me. Okay, finally, got what I needed. Like I just don't think that's fair, you know? And like I know he's coming from like the best of intentions, and I do appreciate that. It's just I don't think that's something that I would want to do because it disrupts my life and it disrupts my family's life here because, like, one, all my friends are here, obviously, but two, and it's like, two, I have obligations here, so I'd rather just stay here and look for a job. Oh, look at that. I got something for relics as well. Okay. So there's that. But yeah, sorry about that. Probably super unnecessary rant, but it's just like, I just need shit to get shit off my chest. And screaming into the void is actually probably the best way to do it, so. We completed the wreckage. We're moving on to relics. What we are looking for is the last of the relics in Civilum, called the Spirit One in the Shivering Sands, it looks like. Alright, and it's a prime item, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find. But yeah, that's my whole shit. And like, my mom is trying to help, kind of, but like I would not mind working at her company. I would just need something to do, and so far the only thing that I have is something that I am not capable about doing, because it involves like construction work basically, and I cannot do construction work. I don't work with tools. I've never been interested in tools, stuff like shit like that. It's kind of like not like just shit in life, just the decisions that I made in life that really like kind of hurt me in the end. And like really the only thing I have for myself right now is probably just editing, but even then it's like you really have to get lucky to do that as a job. I don't.
Looks like we don't have a choice.
That's just my stance on everything. Shit sucks, but I'm just gonna work through it because what else can I do, man?
Come on.
Like, generally, what else can I do aside from, you know, just keep throwing my face against a fucking wall? Right now, I'm currently waiting for like 6 or 7 different places to look back at, to check out. I'm really hoping that I can, like, they'll just be like, alright, yeah, you're accepted. So I can just start working again. It is genuinely the fact that right now I just need something to do, rather than, because like, again, just sitting down and not doing anything is really hurting my morale. Like, I really do just kind of wish I could edit for someone for like hell, $10 a video. I would be okay with that. What do I need again? The spirit wand.
Come on, you and me.
I'll draw their fire. You pick them off.
Sorry, my lord, the battle is on! Cover fire!
This one's special. That's it.
Hit them again up close for a boost of adrenaline.
I'll I'll unload everything I've got. I'll unload everything I've got. Take this!
End of the line.
Celica, are you all right? You're not hurt, are you? Oh, poor sweet Celica. Lady Neil, you jest.
I love that Nail just is like a mother to Celica. I wonder how, wonder what the age differences between them. Oh, perfect. Alright, which means we are done with the relics here. Now we got the spirit wand. Now, next we have one in Oblivia, and hilariously, we finished this one in Sylvam, which I think means we're done with Sylvam, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, we are. Which means the last two things that we need are both in Oblivia, which is perfectly fine with me. And they look like they're fairly... One of them's common, one of them is going to be either prime or rare. Let's look at the Xenotech. It's actually the second one that we need here. The Eradicator Eyepiece and Jair Fortress. Okay, yeah, no wonder I wasn't able to find that one, because I don't usually go into fortresses willingly. Especially ones that could completely destroy me. Let's see. Saranthian Stronghold. Where is this fortress? I don't think I've actually... Ah, here it is. Yeah, so there's... Yeah, this was definitely not going to be an easy one to get. Just because of the level that I was at. But we should be okay now. Let's see. Jet Turtle. What are we looking for? Eradicator Eyepiece.
More.
Perfect.
Didn't know I was so popular.
Let's go ahead and get out of here. Don't we got that Eradicator Eyepiece. Collectopedia. Alright, and lastly, we're looking for some curios in Oblivia. Last curio in Oblivia here is the Lost Memory Synthesizer. It is in the Floating Reef, and we have to fly. I have no idea where the Floating Reef is. Oh, I think it's, yeah, it's up here. I do appreciate all the support that my channel has been getting. I actually have grown quite a significant amount. Oh. Wow, how convenient. I do appreciate the amount of growth that we've gotten. I've actually appreciated everything. I actually have gotten quite a couple of subscribers, new subscribers here. I grew from, I think, about 100 to 108, which obviously isn't a whole lot, but I actually think it's a lot to me, and I actually have been getting quite a number of views and likes and comments, so I appreciate everything so far, and I will just keep going because why not? I genuinely have nothing to lose by doing this. And with that, go ahead and go over here. The Collectopedia is officially complete. All categories completed. Completed. There we go. I don't really think we get anything other than a few achievements, but let's check it out. Complete all categories of the Collectopedia. Complete all regions of the Collectopedia. Completed the Collectopedia. We're actually pretty close on... we're actually pretty close on completing the achievements list now that I look at it. Like, only 2 more... only 2 more achievements in the story category. Accept a number of normal basic or affinity missions at once. So I just need to accept 20 affinity missions. And then complete a certain number of basic missions. We're missing a lot of combat achievements. Which is reach level 99 basically. And then Beast of Tainted. Yeah, this is... Like, this stuff I'm not gonna bother with. Although we are, like, fairly close to a lot of them. I'm not gonna bother with them just because... They're cool and all, but nah. And then a bunch of ran out of skull fuel for the first time. That's funny. Legendarily bad weathers. Okay. Fell into a pit for the first time. Completed fueled action a number of times. Opened a certain number of treasures. 371 out of how many? Damn. And then a lot of it is scenic viewpoints. Granted, I could probably do this stuff really quickly, but like, I don't really need to. You know, there is maybe like, yeah, there's still, I mean, there's still some stuff we can do. Might as well. I've only been streaming for about 30 minutes. I'll stream for like 20 more. But yeah, so like I said, I appreciate all the support and everything, especially throughout this entire month and a half of Xenoblade Chronicles X. I was very, very happy to pick up this game, very, very excited to play the game, so on and so forth. Yeah. Let's see. You know what? Let's just... Yeah, there's not a whole lot. Let's just accept a bunch of them. There you go. All right. Yeah, like I said, I'm very happy that everybody, at least a few people, like, enjoyed Xenoblade. We are gonna go back to Splatoon just to get back to Splatoon. Hello, Evan. We'll probably start on the Splatoon train tomorrow if I'm feeling up for it. We'll be going back to Splatoon. If not, then we'll be in the next couple of days, I'm sure. There isn't, like, a whole lot of Splatoon that I can do. A lot of it is probably just going to be collecting footage for whatever I feel like making a video or a short about. Just because, again, it's just stuff to do. Other than that, there isn't a whole lot of Xenoblade left for us to take care of. A lot of it is just going to be a bunch of fighting. Honestly, I'm probably going to start a new playthrough here sooner or later of a different character, just because I would like to play this game again. Because I always like to play Xenoblade, but you know, I'm not going to stream that just because it's literally going to be the same thing. The only difference would be I would probably I would make a completely different build.
Sorry, I'm all out
So,
of
you know.
mercy.
Celica, are you alright? You're not hurt, are you? Oh, my poor sweet
My
Celica.
guns are a cannon.
Lady Neil, you jest.
Wow, that's a good sniper rifle. That's actually a really good sniper rifle for me. That's kind of funny. I'll take that.
We need strength to see this through. Lend us power.
Alrighty. Next. Yeah, I'll probably just go back to grinding Splatoon every day for an hour or two. Not like something permanent or anything, just stuff that I can do in the meantime. Go up, please.
It's too late to vex. The battle is on. Cover fire. You never stood a chance.
Good work. The expedition
Oh, we only need one of those? Okay.
continues.
Come on, you and me.
Good time to weaken them. I'll unload everything I've got. Special.
This'll bring them to their
Suck on
proverbial
this.
knees.
Take it work. Attack at range.
I feel sharper than ever. Primer!
That's it.
Tornado blade!
Go. Get that.
Defensive stance! Hercules blow!
Like literally the only other thing I can do in this game right now is raiding, but like raiding is not fun when you only do it yourself. Like I feel like in this game in particular too, because like you can play it with 4 players. I kind of hope there's an update in the future where you could like play with a ton of different players, but that's probably not like a feasible option or anything. Maybe on the Switch too. Okay, what am I looking for? 3 ocean ophids. But like, I genuinely think that would be fun if like, I really hope at some point in the future is again, it's probably not feasible because they're not like ones to do this. But I really would think it would be cool if Monolith Soft made an MMO. I would like there to be some kind of MMO. It doesn't even have to be Xenoblade related. I just kind of hope Nintendo like gives Monolith Soft the power to play an MMO, because I would absolutely 100% just play that almost every day. Honestly, it would probably become my main MMO too. I don't know how like again, I don't know how feasible that would be, especially with like Nintendo netcode. But I think it would be really fun if like we had the ability to play. Like to do any kind of MMO, because that's like one thing that Nintendo hasn't really delved into. It'd be kind of crazy if they decided to do a PC MMO, because that's where the majority of the MMO player base is, but like they obviously wouldn't. I don't think they would do that. There's no Nintendo game that would be on PC willingly, legally, of course, but I mean, I guess you can never know. I just think it'd be fun. Like, just imagine like a Nintendo MMO, huh? Cause like, who knows? Maybe the Switch 2 will be fully capable of doing a Nintendo's like MMO. Or a Nintendo MMO.
Prepare to be burnt to cinders! Agni Gatling!
Like, I think that'd be fun. Might as well just teleport over here. Appearance rare my butt. They're literally all over here. So yeah, tomorrow's stream, if there is going to be a stream, it's actually going to be Splatoon. I've also posted on Twitter that I might just do
Prepare to be burned to cinders.
Final Fantasy 14 streams on this channel, just because they released the lunar crafting, and I do kind of want to do the lunar crafting at some point, so I just think that'd be fun. Oh, it's up. Oh no, it's below. Oh, I know where it is. Oh, I have to deal with you for a thing? Really? That's funny. Oh, because you're a specific type of enemy. Hold on. I kind of want to take this guy out on foot again.
Ghostwalker, the battle is on. Cover fire. Primer.
I'm just getting fired up. On it.
Play down.
True Stream Edge.
Be careful.
Leave it to me.
You need an
I'll slaughter them. Tornado Blade! Burning Slash! Alright, solo it is.
I'm going to
Ghostwalker!
Oh, I'm invincible for some reason.
Primer! True Stream Edge. Tornado Blade! 0-0. Oh yeah, here I come. No one can stop us now. Overdrive!
No, I got hit by something.
Sorry, I'm all out of mercy. Sorry, it was you or us.
Good work. The expedition continues.
All this shot.
More. Didn't know I was so popular.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, this one's probably in the cave too. Oh yeah, I know where this is. Oh hi! I landed right here. That's funny. Drive into this cave here. I don't know why I'm doing these missions, by the way. I kind of just am. So I'm really not doing anything. I'm just doing these missions just because I can. So apologies if this is a little boring, but there isn't really anything that we are doing. I'm kind of just streaming to stream, to be honest. So I hope it's not like a hated activity that I'm doing right now. I want steak. I might make steak and rice for dinner. Yeah, that actually sounds good. I have what's this? Oh, I have like a T-bone steak in the fridge or in the freezer that I've been waiting or meaning to cook for a while now. I haven't really bothered because like I don't really know how to cook it, but my plan is to probably just reverse sear it. I'm probably just gonna reverse sear it, bake it in the oven, and then sear it on a hot pan with some butter and stuff, garlic and butter.
Prepare to be burnt. The battle is on.
So hopefully that'll actually taste pretty good. And then I'm just literally gonna put it over a bed of rice because I'm lazy. I don't have any other. I could make like a cilantro. Actually, I don't even have any cilantro, so I can't. So never mind on that. I don't know. I think it'll be tasty regardless. Let's see.
It's too late to beg for your life. Vadra flailed.
We need strength to see this through. Lend us power.
I got sent into combat. There we go. This is near objective. I don't know why I'm even completing all of these on stream. There's like no reason for me to. I'll probably do a bit of online too, just because I can. I might like try to do it myself because I think that would be at least a little fun. I don't know.
It's too late to beg. The battle is on. Cover fire. Sorry, it was you or us.
Good work.
I don't really have any reason to do that. Okay, what's this? That's one of those stupid. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna probably abandon that one because that one's stupid. We could do this one. I'm glad I was able to defeat the Telethia finally. It only took me like 10 years to do so. But I'm happy that the Telethia has been officially defeated. Oh, we got a little island up here. I kind of wish there was more people that would be willing to just like do online, but whatever.
Sorry,
because you don't really
I'm
need
all out
to
of mercy.
be able
I've
to do
just
stuff
a
in
cannon.
this game, so. Okay, okay, mark this. Fly up here. Oh, there you are.
It's too late to beg for your life. Vadra flailed.
Good time to weaken them.
You never stood a chance.
I suppose I'm getting used to this.
next is a hunt, probably inside the cave.
Don't worry about the future, it's alright. Because a better picture we can find.
Let's go in the cave here, or maybe not. Maybe it's somewhere up here, I suppose. Let's go inside.
Come on, you and me.
Go over here. We're gonna fight these bugs.
0-0, the battle is on! Cover fire!
Here.
Try a tower.
Or didn't know I was so popular.
Okay, cripple them next!
Oh,
Make
hell
it count!
slash!
Full specs. On my mark.
Burning
Fire.
slash! Oh yeah, I'm really feeling it!
I'll draw their fire.
Tornado
You pick them up.
blade!
Ghost Walker.
Ghost Walker! 0-0! Got it! Now
Leave
take
it.
the shot and
Leave it.
topple them!
Black butterfly. Side.
Furious blast!
Back
True
slash.
street edge!
Flash grenade!
Violent success. Try a tower. Upper hand.
Tornado blade!
Sliding sleeper.
Burning
Open fire.
slash!
We can topple them.
0-0! Yeah! Now let's cripple them! Hercules blow!
Perfectly primed. Sliding sleeper.
Sorry, but it was you or us.
An
go.
exemplary battle.
There's another one. Oh, there's two of them, even better.
True stream edge! The battle is on!
I'll
Cover
lay the
fire!
ground.
Burning
Focus on
slash!
weakening them. Ghost Walker.
Ghost
Black
Walker!
slash.
Furious blast!
Tornado pack! Not even close!
This
Aura!
should help.
Aura!
My body and soul are a quiver. I'll lay the groundwork.
First
Side
grenade!
slash.
I got an appendage! Now topple him!
Okay.
They've spotted us.
0-0!
adrenaline
You're about to see my bad side! Ghost
Ghost
Walker!
Walker. Time for the coup d'etat.
Sorry, but it was you or
Lazy.
us.
An exemplary battle.
Nice job.
Okay, we probably did pretty much everything that we could bother with. Sure, we'll do these.
Come on, you and me.
This one. Alright, Ricky, I'm almost done. Up here. These Zeppelin Blados. Slay the reproachful.
Don't worry about the future, it's alright.
Let's see, what do we need to do over here? Ah, you guys.
Prepare to be burnt if the battle is. You never stood a chance.
Go.
An exemplary battle. Good time to weaken them.
Okay, go over here.
It's too late to vent. The battle is on. Cover fire. It's too late to beg for your life. Vadra flail.
We need strength to see this through. Lend us power.
Teleport one more time.
It's too late to beg. The battle is on. Cover fire. You never stood a chance.
An exemplary battle.
I have to fight 7 of these dudes. God damn.
It's too late to beg. The battle is on. Cover fire.
How many more do I need? Oh, I'm not even marking. There we go. 4. Kind of annoying, but that's fine. I'm only doing 2 at a time.
They've spotted us.
Probably not you. Okay, whatever. Okay.
Better run now, you runt!
Sorry.
It's too late to
No
beg
special
your life.
treatment for weak.
Vadra flail! Got it!
Take it!
Now take the shot and
down.
topple! You never stood a chance.
I could have taken them on alone.
Go. I'm surprised these stupid crabs are like not part of this, but whatever. I think there's 2. I don't know what the other one decided to not spawn in, but what is this? Oh, while it's raining? Yeah, screw that. I don't want to bother with that then. Oh, and it's raining. Well, as well then, I guess.
It's too late to beg. The battle is on! Cover fire! You never stood a chance.
Problem solved.
It's too late to beg for your life.
You.
Vadra flail!
Good time to weaken them. I'll unload everything
End
I've
of
got.
line.
I'll unload everything I've got.
I like the open air.
The fuck? What happened to you? Why did you explode
Assault
instantly?
hammer.
Prepare to be burned
Furious
to cinders!
blast. Yes.
Sorry, but it was you or
Whatever.
us.
I could have taken them on alone.
Better run now, you runt!
Can you handle
There we go.
my scale?
Change things up.
Alright. I think do this one. Daylight apricas.
Use a buff.
Okay. Some flying dudes, I assume. Yeah.
Prepare to be burnt as the battle is on! Sorry, but it was you or us.
I could have taken them on alone.
Good time to weaken them.
It's too late to beg for your life. Vadra flare! Sorry, but it was
Why
you
is
or
the
us.
animation
I suppose
doing
I'm
that?
getting used to this.
Change things up. Use a buff.
Prepare to be burnt to cinders! Agni Gatling!
Good time to weaken them.
Okay. How did I do it? I did. Okay, moving on. And then this will be the last thing that we do, and then I'll end stream.
Sorry, I'm all out of mercy. You never stood a chance.
I suppose I'm getting used to this.
all done with that. We're gonna go ahead and go back, and I'm gonna end stream. So yeah, like I said, this will be the final Xenoblade stream, at least for a while. There might be some stuff I still want to do eventually, but for now, this is going to be the end of the Xenoblade streams. So thank you guys very much for watching and hanging out.
Hey.
And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Oh, there's one more that we can do. Let me do that real quick. But yeah, that's very much going to be it for today's stream. There's not really much else that we can do in Xenoblade, unfortunately, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. If there's a compelling reason for me to go back into Xenoblade, I probably will. But for now, we're just going to be doing... but for now, it's just not going to be it, because it's just... This is going to be the same thing on repeat, so there's no reason for me to really continue. But yeah, other than that, that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching me play Xenoblade. I greatly appreciate it. Tomorrow we're going to go back into doing some Splatoon and probably do some Final Fantasy XIV stuff as well. But for now, I'll figure that out on my end. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, whenever that is, or whatever game we play. And thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys then.